And now we welcome to Impact Talks actor Jimmy Jean-Louis Haitian-born grew up in the slums of Petion-Ville until age 12 to become a Hollywood celebrity. His deep love for his homeland caused him to shift his focus from his acting career to help rebuild Haiti, ravaged by the 7.0 earthquakes on January 12, 2010. Earlier in his career, Jimmy worked as a dancer and a model in France, Spain, Italy, South Africa, and England, and later relocated to Los Angeles to pursue acting. His credits include Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis, Phat Girlz with Monique, NBC Hit show series Heroes, CBS Extant with Oscar winner Halle Berry, produced by Steven Spielberg. More recently, he was part of the cast of Joy with Jennifer Lawrence, Bradley Cooper, and Robert De Niro, directed by David O. Russell. And he's also regular on the TV show Claws for TNT. Jimmy is the producer and star of the movie Rattlesnakes, which will soon be found on Hulu. So much for joining us, Jimmy.
Thanks for having me.
You know what? You speak so many languages, like 5. Can you just say hello to our audience in Spanish, Italian, and Creole? How do they say it?
In Spanish, hola, ¿cómo estáis?
Well, I should
Todo
know
bien.
that one. I should know that one. Let me just say Italian.
Italian. Ciao, ¿cómo está?
Oh, bien.
Bene, bene, bene.
Bene. And Creole.
Hey, qui joye?
Oh, I love Creole because I love Haitian music. They have the best compa.
We do have good music.
Yeah, so you know what, let's switch gears a little bit. So acting brought you to the United States. That's what you said. Acting brought you to this country. Why?
I guess it's more out of curiosity, you know.
Yes.
I mean, after living in, first of all, growing up in Haiti and then living in most of the countries in Europe and then Africa,
Yes.
I just wanted a different challenge. And
Yes.
the next normal place was America. And within America, you know, looking from outside, you have two choices, New
Right.
York or LA.
Okay.
So I decided to come to LA because of the weather and
Right, of
because
course.
of the possibility of working as well.
Yes.
So yeah,
yes.
that's how I ended up here.
Yeah, because I mean, you were doing so well in Europe and everywhere else. Now, you have said that your most important role to date was playing the title character in Toussaint Louverture, for which you won Best Actor at the Pan-African Film Festival. Why is it so? Because most people don't even know don't know about that story.
Yeah, I mean, I guess first of all, he's someone that did great things for the world, for
Right.
humanity, and more directly for Haiti,
Right.
and for the involvement of slavery.
Right.
Haiti being the first black republic to fight and win their independence against the so-called great Napoleon Bonaparte.
Right.
It's a story that's not told enough, and he
Yes.
was the big hero of that. And obviously because of the win of the Haitians against the French, that's also why a big part of America became America.
That is true.
You know, the purchase of Louisiana happened because of the Haitian Revolution. So it's something that is not well known within the American history. So that's why for me it's important.
It's one of those topics that we don't see in the history.
No,
in the
you
history
don't see
books.
that in the history books.
Well,
no.
I'm glad that you did do it. I did see that movie. It was very compelling. And
Thank
I
you.
hope that, where can folks see it? Is it streaming on Netflix anywhere?
I don't know, to be honest with you, because
better find out and
it's
share
a
that
French speaking.
information.
It's a French speaking movie. I believe you can find it on Amazon.fr, the French branch of Amazon.
Yeah.
But as far as the American distribution, I'm not sure exactly on how to get it.
No problem. So let's talk about something interesting. I love Haitian music. And tell us some of the colorful things about Haiti.
Well, first of all, Haiti is probably the most African country outside of Africa. So
Right.
with that come all the culture and the traditions. You know, we were obviously extremely well known for the spiritual beliefs. You know, with whether it's the vodou and the vodou music and the vodou culture that comes with it, and there's a richness in it.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we live in a society that sort of make anything related to black culture look bad.
I know.
So when you say voodoo, automatically there is a negative connotation.
Yes. So what is voodoo, actually?
Well, I guess it's the same way that
Cultural expression.
we all enjoying some of our religions, whether
Yes.
it's Christianism or Judaism.
Yes.
Voodoo is just something that belongs to black people.
Correct.
You know, it's a cultural
expression.
Yeah, completely.
Yes, that's what I say.
You know, it's tied with a lot of things, not just the beliefs, but the dance, the clothing. You know, it's many things, but it's probably what is closest to us.
Yes.
But even amongst our own black people, we reject the term voodoo and we reject the belief. So that's why, I think the self-identity is such a big issue within the black community that we really have to go back to the basics. You know, who are we? Where do we come from?
Yes.
And, how do we do to reconnect with that identity that is so dear to us? Because we're living in a place, America is a place that's completely foreign to us.
Absolutely.
You know,
Hey, if this is your first time visiting Team TV channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button here below and ring the notification bell so you will be notified when we post new content. You know,
we had to lose our language, we had to lose our food, we had to lose everything that is really part of our own DNA.
Yes.
You know, so that's why, I always, whenever I can express, my love to the culture, to the black culture, automatically it goes around the voodoo culture as well.
Yes. And how do you think people of African descent can really elevate themselves to work together? Because that is a big challenge. Because you talk about us having self-hate. How can we work together with the African American community and people from all over of black descent?
First of all, we have to accept each other. Living in America and being a black foreigner, it's often easier to be accepted by the whites than to be accepted by the blacks, which is a weird thing. It's a weird concept, but the African American, they just don't understand a black foreigner.
Right.
So they always either make fun or they try to separate themselves.
Right.
Which I understand, it's probably all tied up with the slavery. You don't want to go back to, it's all that. So we have to make an effort to create bridges just so those two groups can connect with each other.
Do you think we, the foreigners, the immigrants are making enough effort as well to connect?
Well, we're here.
Because we're too involved.
We're here already, so that means we're making an effort.
No, we came for economic reasons or political persecution and stuff. But are we also making an effort to find our brothers and work with them? Because sometimes African Americans say, maybe we're too elitist.
Well, I guess they have to open up a little bit more as well.
They're the host.
They're the host. And it's true. If you do ask a handful of African American, what do they know about Africa? Most of them know very little.
Yes.
Have you been to Africa? Most of them have never been to Africa.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is we're here. So at least we're trying to connect, and it's just to find those topics that sort of unite us, and that's why. One more point, someone like Nipsey Hussle was a great value to that, because culturally speaking, he could connect with both sides.
Yes.
And slowly he could have sort of galvanized people from the African American to connect people from Africa and vice versa.
That's interesting, because you think we have shared complexion, but we're not always in solidarity.
No, not at all.
And that's a shame. We need to change that.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we start changing that by having that conversation here on Impact.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming.
Welcome.
And we have to affaire à suivre, hein? Okay.
Sans problème, je suis là.
Yes, we just said in French that we're going to continue this conversation and bring folks. So share your opinions about this, and Jimmy will be back to continue because he's so passionate about people of African descent working together.
Yes, indeed.
So what's going on? How can folks see your new the project that you have, Claws? Is it Claws?
Well, the Claws is on TNT, but really the movie that I have that's coming out soon, it's Rattlesnakes.
Okay.
It's coming out, I believe it's August 1st on Hulu.
Okay.
And then, this is the world of social media. If you want to know what I'm doing, just follow me on social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's Jimmy Jean-Louis.
Absolument. Yeah. Merci beaucoup.
De rien.
And this is Impact with Pamela Anchang on KPFK 90.7 FM. Thanks for watching today's video. For more Team TV videos about immigrant lifestyles, click on the subscribe button here below and ring the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload new content. We upload new content every single week. See you next time on Team TV.